All right, welcome back to my channel today, guys. I am here at AXPONA, Schaumburg, Illinois. And today I have, for the first time, Turnbull audio. Okay, welcome to my channel, Nathan.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for being with me here today. We're gonna talk about what you got going on here. I heard a lot about your cables, how good they are. I had a short introduction to them over at Justin's house, who happens to be one of my ultra hi-fi members. Incredible results, like the ground cable blew my mind. And so this is the reason why you're here. So you can tell us about what makes your cable line so good.
Love to be here. Thank you for having me. It's a pleasure. At AXPONA, we're launching the Prestige Ethernet cable, which is just a continuation of everything else we're doing with the cables. Primary thing is there's a lot of resonance that happens within the wire. And so this self-induced noise that happens in cables. So we've spent a lot of time addressing those resonances that are self-directed, or self-inflicted, I should say. And then we have field obfuscation technology. And this is there's electromagnetic field from exterior and from interior. So we've created this chamber that basically becomes a maze, and you can't get a direct interaction with the conductor, both exiting and entering. We also have found that in that chamber, if we address the full frequency range, which includes gamma and alpha rays, which are the just the upper end, RFI is on the lowest end of what this full EMI thing is. So addressing the entire wavelength range and trying to get that uniformly adapted is basic premise of what we tried to do. So eliminating self-noise, eliminating exterior noise, and
I want to go over, so do you have any cables that you can show us? So right here, I'm looking at some power cords.
Yeah, let's start with the power cord.
XLRs, price points. Give us an idea, ballpark. What is the average price for your power cord, your XLRs, your interconnects?
Our power cord starts at 18.5 for a 4-footer. And we,
And it's crazy heavy, man. This is going to break outlets, man.
Well, we've got a lot of research on that, and they haven't broken any outlets yet. So
wow, this is super heavy.
We've actually dealt with cables that are 30% heavier than
oh my
this. God. So we've actually been able to reduce the weight and maximize the vibration control in doing that. And even in that, we know why we're safe with outlets. So yeah, this is pretty awesome. We're really excited about the savings in weight.
And I want to make sure I say this. I'm not complaining about the weight. I actually like the fact that they weigh, because there's a lot of snake oil out there. So let's just leave it at that.
Yeah.
All right.
Our XLRs start at $13,000 for 3 feet.
Heavy as well. Is this pure copper? What is this? Silver, copper?
Pure copper.
Pure, both of them.
Both of them. So
okay.
What we have worked very hard. Our copper is drawn to our specifications.
Okay.
So people know about Ono continuous cast.
Okay.
That is sort of the start. Then you have like about 10 years ago you had PC OCC, which was a continuation of that. We are taking past that, the most current drawing technology. We're triple annealing it and polishing as well before we even start on and the gauge size. We spent I wish I could send you a copy of the email that my supplier sent back. Did you really mean to put the decimal place there? I said, yes. I am looking for 1/10 of a millimeter. I need 5 different things to do that. So to a 1/10 of a millimeter, that gauge size is selected.
Okay.
And our copper is independently tested at 5/9 pure. No independent lab will give you a certification for over 5/9 because after you do an inch of extrusion, tooling and all that kind of stuff. So it's independently tested pure to our specs. Then we go to a dielectric process that we have created a completely layered thing, a constrained layer dielectric that is not only for resonance but field interaction as well. Then you get to that field obfuscation chamber, and then even this outer covering looks so normal, but we spent a lot of time with the manufacturer going with what size is the weave, what material is the weave, what's the spacing on the weave, how many threads are there. And so it took us a long time. The closest cost on that is about 10 times cheaper, but the performance was there, and we're all about performance. We're not about
Is this the only line of cables that you have? Do you have higher end models, or is this the only one at this time?
This is the Prestige line.
Okay.
So we started with that, and this is supposed to be the benchmark of performance. So everything should be built on this.
Oh, got it.
If we go underneath, it should retain that same sort of lens. It might be a little less focused, but the same clarity, lens. As we go higher, it should be exactly the same thing, just more dialed in. As we do experimentation, we have a whole plan of products that we're working on. If those experiments lead to a product that is worth the market, then we'll put the shield on it and let you know.
I know some of you are going to ask me, why are you using pure copper and not a mix or silver? Because we see different cable brands that love to use different materials. Is that in your future, as far as playing with some silver or maybe silver, copper? 100%. What is your take on that?
So the upper line that would be coming would be a pure silver.
Okay.
And I've already worked with the extruder and all that kind of stuff. We can do all the same processing. We have a slightly different size because silver is different. And I largely say that the differences between copper and silver are the engineering principles. You can't make a silver cable the same as a copper cable and expect good results. They're different. They have different effect. The skin effect happens at a different place. Anyway, so we've got that part designed, but there's also connector technology, all that stuff. There's a lot to go with it. We believe in pure materials, though. When you introduce alloys, you basically create blending and grains of different conductivities. So silver has the most available electrons available, and when you put that into a copper, if as an alloy, that's your best bet, but it still kind of creates this inconsistent speed of propagation. And this is our beliefs in that stuff. So you go with the purest copper, purest silver. When you get into plating, there can be advantages to plating, but if it's not thick enough, you will introduce phase shift as different frequencies travel at different depths.
Interesting. Are you your next project, what I'm gathering from you is you're going to build more affordable before you go up to a level higher?
That's the plan.
That's the plan. Okay. How many dealers do you currently have in the U.S.? This is built in the USA, correct?
It's all built in the U.S.
All right. Just want to make sure you guys know that 100% made in the USA. How many dealers do you currently have?
Currently, we have three.
Three dealers.
We've got
Continue to expand.
We're expanding. We've had a lot of inquiries, but really, the ethos of Turnbull is that we want highly qualified dealers that are going to provide a good customer experience. Just putting a cable in your system the cable might not be the right answer for you that day. We want our dealers to tell you the truth and not be motivated by the money, but by getting music into your house and creating the best journey for you. And so we say no to more people than we say yes to, because that's part of the ethos of what we want to bring to this industry is a good customer experience. And quality dealers are very crucial to that.
Here's a question that I've never asked a cable designer, cable manufacturer. Do you believe in break-in time? Do you believe in the fact that even if the cables are broken in and you, let's say, are changing from system A to system B, there is a settling time? Do you believe in that? Or is that snake oil? Because a lot of people are bashing me. We did an A and B comparison on my YouTube channel of a very cheap Amazon cable versus a very expensive speaker cable, and I try to articulate it in terms of this is not the proper way of doing an A and B comparison. You really should let things settle before you are able to zoom in on the changes. Initially, you might know something changed. You're still having to decide whether it's for the better or worse. What's your take on that as a cable designer? Because I want to know from you. Give it to us.
From the source. Well, first, I appreciate that when people are coming at you, you stand your ground. I heard this. I might not be able to say why, but I heard this. That we need more of that. Love that. We can't measure everything that we know. We can measure a lot of stuff, but we have to go with the things that, like, I'm perceiving something. What is the measurement that will tell us what we're perceiving? I think that there's a lot that goes into what you're describing. When you plug in a cable, you have a new set of how is the signal being delivered.
Okay.
You also, the charge and the dielectric, all that stuff, if it's discharge, if it's charge, all these different things that can happen. How new is that? There's a very real part that's measurable of the dielectric breakdown before it's working more consistently. So that's cable break-in that is measurable. There's the intangibles too. Now you move a cable into a new system, that system hasn't seen that cable. And for example, batteries. Let's just go to remove audio from it. We have research that shows when you charge and discharge a battery 3 times, it has a memory. And the power cord that you plug that battery into will charge and have a lower noise floor with the Turnbull power cord on it. In the medical field, we have users of cold lasers, and their customers will remark on, hey, this didn't seem as effective today. And it's like, hey, we're sorry, we forgot to bring our Turnbull power cord, and so we've gone through enough charges where we lost the memory of what Turnbull delivered. We will see the beam structure,
new to me.
all of that. So when you have this memory, now let's take that into an audio system, capacitors and resistors, all that. There is minute memories. And so as you go in there, it takes time for that to readjust to the new flow that's happening in it.
Okay.
I would say this is a lot of theory, but there is some supportive evidence of it. And I'm going to go with, if you hear it, it's probably true. And I'm just trying my best to put words.
Okay. I actually would like to do something at some point and see if you take me up on it. Anytime you come to Fort Lauderdale, Florida, I want you to bring your Lumo cables.
Okay.
And I'm going to put another set of cables, my cables, and I'm going to blindfold you.
Okay.
And then you're to tell me which is your cable line.
Okay.
I think people would love to see that.
Let's do it.
I would love to see that. You guys would love me to use 2 different types of cables, and he's going to tell us which one is his cable line, okay? That's what the hobby should be all about, fun. And of course, the technical explanation. My guys eat that 24/7. They love to hear these conversations. So anything else you want to tell my audience? How can they find you?
You can find us at turnbullaudio.com. We have a newsletter. You can read our archives. We've got it on. Sign up for the newsletter. You can go to, we have 3 dealers within the U.S. High-End Audio Theater in Dallas. We have Audio Ultra in Seattle. And we have The Voice That Is in Pennsylvania. But we're having more dealers sign up all the time, so you can go to Skip at Audiothesis and find out if there's somebody closer to you at that point in time.
There you have it, guys. Thank you for your support. Continue to support me, and do not forget to subscribe. Thanks again, Nathan.
Thank you so much,
Appreciate
Jay.
it. That's all I got.